What's up, nerds? All right, nerds, it's time for Kaya, Intangible Slayer! I'm just kidding. I already released a music video this week. You ain't getting another one. All right, the new black-white Planeswalker from Oktagon is available for IRL cash. I'm going to be doing a review today. Is she worth the IRL cash? Is she worth picking up? And I'm going to give a full review of her and how to best be able to leverage her abilities, if possible, in the standard meta and beyond. As always, I appreciate and gratitude towards Oktagon. Thank you so much for giving me early access to this Planeswalker, for supporting the channel. I really do appreciate you guys. I'm so excited for this set. Still chasing like a majority of the chase cards that I want. I really only got one or two of what I was looking for, but that's okay. We'll talk about that later. For right now, let's talk about what you get with Kaya Intangible Slayer Bundle. So if you get 50 gold crystals, you get 25,000 runes, you get 120 jewels, you get a white booster pack. Actually, I think it's just a regular booster pack. That's a regular booster pack, a black booster pack, and a white booster pack. And then if you have VIP, you get an extra 40 jewels. And then, of course, you get Kaya herself. So let's take a look at her. Now, before we get into this, 40% of you aren't subscribed to the channel. It would make a huge difference and impact if you just click the subscribe button. Even if you don't get the alerts on my every post that I put out there, because I don't put them out there very often, it does help the channel immensely. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs so that we're able to monetize the channel, make $1 or $2, maybe pay for my VIP access. Who knows? But we're trying to do something here. So any support that you can provide would be massively appreciated. All right, let's get into Kaya. Kaya, Intangible Slayer, 112 life, great life total. She's got 3 abilities. We're going to talk about those. Bodiless Grab costs 5 loyalty. Your opponent loses 6 life. You gain 6 life. You gain hexproof until the beginning of your next turn. Okay. 12 loyalty, Anima Resilience. Draw up to 4 cards. The last 4 cards in your hand gain mana equal to 2 plus the number of creature cards in all exiles. Create 4 white spirit tokens. And then 12, Soul Draining. Exile target opposing creature. If that creature has any one or more evergreen abilities between these specifically: Berserk, Lifelink, Death Touch, Double Strike, First Strike, Flying Menace, Trample, Unblockable, Vigilance, and Prevent Damage, your first spirit creature gains each of these evergreens that the exiled card also has. Otherwise, create 6 white spirit tokens. If they don't have anything that does that, you get a bunch of spirit tokens. And then your loyalty abilities, or mana gains rather, 5 to black, 2 to blue, plus 2 to blue, and then minus 2 to red, green. Let's talk about the abilities. Let's get right into it. Bodiless Grab, I don't know why you would ever want to do this for just being hexproof. It doesn't make any sense. You make it a turn or 2, make it something that's more viable, but for 1 turn, and then 6 life shift, that does a 12-point swing in life. That doesn't make a difference, in my opinion. That's really one of the most insignificant first abilities I can remember. Comment if you think there's a worse first ability out there, but I think that one's pretty rough. The second one, however, is all about number Anima Resilience. 12 loyalty for that.
This town needs an enema.
Drop to 4 cards. The last 4 cards in your hand gain mana. So if you have your hand full, you don't have to draw the cards to get that. At least I'm not sure. I think that's the case. We'll test that here in a second. And then those cards gain mana equal to 2 plus the number of creature cards in all exiles. So, Jaleva is an easy throw in here for that. And furthermore, if in addition to that, you get 4 white spirit tokens. So if you have something with Spirit Leader, I'm not sure if there is, we'll go take a look. That takes advantage of that. The third ability for 12 loyalty is basically a glorified removal spell that gives your spirits some bonus. So let's say there's an Atroxa on their side, for example, with a bunch of different abilities. Well, you can get rid of Atroxa from their side of the board, exile target opposing creature, period. So they can't have hexproof, so it's not their first creature, it's you get to target it. So that's decent. And then you get all of these abilities if they have that, which is, again, decent. Your first spirit creature gains each of these evergreens that the exiled card also has. Otherwise, create 6 white spirit tokens. So some creature creation. It's not a very good ult, but it's cheap. It's only 12 loyalty, and that's what's important to realize here. You can either do the secondary ability or the third ability. You're pretty much going to be using the secondary ability. And in fact, Kaya is all about spamming her secondary ability, and it is significant. With that said, let's get in the gameplay. I'm all in for the Peasant build of Spirits with Kaya. This is Catilda Dawnheart Martyr. Maybe you don't remember her, but 18 mana. She's got protection from red and black. She's legendary flying with lifelink 1/1. Spirit Warlock. At the beginning of your turn, this creature gets +X/+X until the beginning of your next turn. X is the number of spirit and enchantment cards you control, including their reinforcements. Now, the engine I'm running for this for draw and go is Rumor Gatherer. We're going to be casting Spirits. It doesn't kind of work with us because when we do our secondary ability, we draw cards, so maybe this is a flex card for you, but I just threw it in here. I'm using Twilights, the black and the white one, mostly because they don't have an adverse effect. This is a board wipe if I keep it, but I like muting them down for conversion in my hand. Obscure Ascendancy. Look at the prettiness of the full art of this card. This is a great looking card. 10 mana, triple color. When you cast a card, if that card's base cost is equal to or greater than this card's level, increase this card's level by 3. Then create a white spirit token. Get it? At the beginning of your combat and your turn, this card's level is 15 or more. Spirit creatures you control get +3/+3 for each of their reinforcements at the beginning of your next turn. That's usually our game winner right there. The rest of these are all super flex, Kalos Command, but it gives them double strike and converts some white on the board. Conversion. Complete flex on these. You don't even need to run these. You can run whatever you'd like. No One Left Behind, so I can bring some cards back from the yard, and then Endless Obedience, Corrupt, and do some other stuff. So that's a look at the deck. Let's say click, and let's use the deck, and let's show you what Spirit Tribal looks like. Catilda's really the big card in this deck. Let's go. All right, so first things first, we're going to mute that down. We're going to go ahead and get some conversion out on the board, and black and white is all I see. Let's go there. More mana conversion. I'm not opposed. I am not opposed. So more lands for us and conversion at the start. I normally don't like running lands. Oh, this land specifically is one of those ones that don't, they do not reinforce. So if you cast multiples of them, you're actually getting more conversion. And it actually does stack up, but it takes a minute. Here for red. Maybe we get a black drop. Blue there. And now we have white. And we look at all that conversion. It's just sassy. It's just sassy. All right, let's go black, because you know what they say. All right, and it is known. All right, some nice good conversion that throws us into where we want to be. And we really just want to ramp into our secondary ability. Actually, that's one of the key things with this is you really want to hit your secondary loyalty ability as quick as you can. There we go. We got one spirited away. We got another spirited away. And again, you can see the engine here happening that's giving us some draw as we get some spirits to hit the board, give us some mana. It's noise. We don't want that. And we're going to, let's toss you. Tossa. Let's go ahead and do our secondary ability. And so we draw, and then we get the tokens. Those get a little bit of mana. And that's the other thing too, is if you have a card like I don't want to ditch all of my Catildas, but I will throw one in the exile. No One Left Behind. I don't have anything in the yard right now, so I don't really need that. I guess it's wise just to keep them because there's no reason not to. But you know I'm not a wise man. You know I like to keep my hand free of clutter. Should have gone for a black-white match there. But I didn't because I'm special in ways that short buses can't quite comprehend. All right, so next, we wait for this man to take an epic turn. Excellent. But now you see that our Catilda got +10 because of our abilities there. And yeah, let's go ham here. Let's say all white. All right, that gets some go. And the good thing about holding the black spell in hand, we're not going to cast it. We're going to say not now because, frankly, look at that. Look at that. 33 to the dome. What you got, sucker? I probably should throw in here maybe some Angel Fire Ignition so I can get some defense on the board. It might be a better play than some of these other cards I'm running, but it is what it is. I would recommend that. So he gets bumped. We're going to go ahead and mute this down. You see his level is 1. We're going to go ahead and do this one. And let's see, is there a black match anywhere? There is at the top, so we increase that level to 2. We get some more gains, go up to 33 again. I don't think it's going to really matter. The Catilda's life gain really matters. As she gets bigger, then we wind up actually being able to recoup a lot of our lost life, even with a big presence on board on their side like they've got right now. We're going to be able to come back quite a bit. All right, let's go ahead and match another black. That's the other thing this thing does. It gives us double strikes. So if we say, you know, let's go ahead and do this. It makes it a +1, I think it is. Yep, so it gives us a little more life gain. We actually gain 4 life. Everything is bigger, and that's game. That's where we go. That's how we do. That's how we roll. Spirit Tribal for Kaya is a thing. Spamming her secondary ability is what it's about. But let's take a look at her Mythic build, which is insane. All right, the Mythic build. So this build is basically the Jaleva, Joda, Rocco build, and then insert whatever you'd like here. It's the Meeting of the Five build. Jaleva, Rocco, Meeting of the Five, Tameo, Broker's Charm, Joda, and then unlicensed Hearst, rather. And then the rest are flex cards. I'm running Sigarda. A lot of folks would run Faithbound Judge here. You can do that. I just wanted the loyalty gain so I could actually be spamming her secondary ability like every turn. Mox Pearl, and you can do that with Faithbound Judge. I just find that Faithbound Judge, you have to have the creature go into the yard, and there's not really a good way to do that with her. There's other, like Dakin, I can go use my first ability and put it into my yard. This one, it's just it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's such a stupid fast build. My real focus here is to go get as many Jalevas out as I can, spam Exile with as many creatures as I can from both of us, and then hit my secondary ability and get all the stuff for free. It doesn't need it because of everything else. Let's go. All right, so Jodeci, and then we're gonna use that next, and that's pretty much game. Literally, that's all you have to do to win with this deck. But let's go ahead and keep it a little interesting. Let's go get a double swap here. Let's go into our second as quick as Perciber. I see my white match. You left my white. Okay, that's good. Let's actually go there and see if we can get both. Can we get both? Yes, sir. Where do we put the Mox auto putter? We put it at the bottom left-hand corner always, or the bottom right-hand corner. We're an equal opportunist, but it doesn't matter for us because we are resourceful young individuals, and we're able to take full advantage of a Mox, regardless of where it lay. We're going to go ahead and use our ability here. We'll go get Host of Herons because we need some herons. I like fish. We're going to go ahead and use this ability. Let's see. Yes, Yas, Queen. Yas. All right, next. Let's go ahead and use our Tamir thing. We don't have Sigarda, so let's go ahead and get some Sigardas. We don't need two of you, so we'll throw one of you away here. Get a white drop. Let's go ahead and get another Meeting of the Five because we're special and we like nice things. There we go. Look at that. That's a 5 swap just waiting for me, baby. I actually want to mute this down. Let's see if I can get something swanky right here. Boom, boom, boom. I get a host away. Yeah, I'm going to throw those away. Shampoo. Now we're going to do this. We're going to use our secondary. Let's see how much mana it gets. There's Angel Fire Ignition, baby. See how much mana we get. We get more than 11. Here's the thing. We don't have Spirit Leader. I'd love a card that gives something Spiritual Leader. Hey, I'm a Spiritual Leader, baby. We don't have anything like that. And these cards on board are more important because I'm going to be casting creatures. So the tokens become a waste. But we have a bunch of cards with full mana, which is nice. That's nice. So we can just go ahead and do what we want here. I'm going to do what I want. Let's go here. Boom. Boom. And try to get ourselves back up to our secondary. Let's go ahead and give him Hearse. Let's give that one Angel Fire Ignition because, you know, we like the speed. Ooh, I messed up. I should have put that on my other creature so that they have unblockable. I could do that here. Unblockable. There we go. Okay, so now it's in first position. It can block any creatures that wind up coming. We cast our deal. We can hit it with Hearse. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing, people? What is this? What is this? I will say that she pilots this build very, very well. Very well. Because of her mana bonuses, we're able to actually do some phenomenal things. The challenge here is no matter which creature I pick, his combo's never going to stop. Oh, it did. It actually hit the deal on the board. That's fine. So that's game. You'll see that we are going to do 147 just with our first creature. We'll take an extra Meeting of the Five full for no reason at all. That's just the way it is. All right. Let's get to the wrap-up. All right, so what do I think of Kaya Intangible? I like her, actually. I think she's really, really good. Her life total is good. Her first ability is a complete waste of anything. Oktagon, my suggestion here is you should have made her prevent damage, given her prevent damage instead of hexproof. I know that the card probably reads that way, and I'm not familiar with the card. I didn't look at the card in Paper Magic. But you guys gotta remember, Oktagon, I'm talking to you right now. You're not watching, but I'm talking to you regardless. You got to remember that we're not playing paper magic here. So some of the things that are available there have a specific purpose and a reason and a rhyme for them. And in Puzzle Quest, they don't matter. There's very few cards we have that are significant, at least, that target Planeswalker. So that's really wasted. The only thing that first one does is you drain 6 life, you gain 6 life. This would have been a perfect opportunity for you to say, we gain 6 life, they lose 6 life, and we go up by 6 loyalty. We would spam the tar out of this thing, and then made the second one cost 18 instead of 12, and the third one costs 18. I think that would have been fair, right? I think that was a missed opportunity. It's a flub for me. That first ability is kind of worthless. The second ability, Chef's Kiss. It is so stupid strong. This is all 3 abilities wrapped up in one. You draw 4 cards, you reload your hand, you got card advantage. The last 4 cards in your hand gain mana equal to 2 plus the number of creature cards in your exiles. So you can just I even experimented with an all creature build, basically, with a bunch of fluff creatures and threw a bunch of them in exile just to get stuff for free. And that works. That worked. It just, that Catilda build was so sweet, and I didn't want to have like 18 different games in here. There's a lot of different ways to build around specifically that second ability. The third one is actually good. I didn't demonstrate this in gameplay because I didn't get an opportunity to, but let's go boomer eyes mode here real quick, and let me kind of help you read some of the stuff and interpolate it. Okay, so soul draining. Exile target opposing creature. If that creature has 1 or more evergreen abilities, Berserk, Lifelink, Death Touch, Double Strike, First Strike, Flying, Menace, Trample, Unblockable Vigilance, or Prevent Damage. Suggestion number 1. Can I recommend that you guys actually come up with a name for this group of maybe core base, maybe like a base evergreen ability? And then when you mouse over it or click it and it shows all of these in there, right? That's one option. I actually suggest you just give them all to us, because why not? What's going to happen? You're going to break the game? I don't think so. Well, maybe we will. But then the secondary part, your first spirit creature. I had the hardest time getting this through my thick skull. It's not just all your creatures that get it, which is what I was hoping for. It's not even all your spirit creatures, which I then thought. It's just your first spirit creature. This is a mistake. I think I would rather it cost maybe 3 more, let's say, to be able to target your spirit creature. Limit it to spirits, that's fine, keep it reasonable, but let us choose which spirit it hits. Because it then kind of sucks because we have to jockey what creature we want in first position. In that deck, I want Catilda to get those benefits, but more often than not, because of the way Greg prioritizes taking our creatures out, I'm usually having Catilda killed, and then we have the spirit tokens that's in first position, and they get all the benefits. Okay, whatever. And with the Obscura Ascendancy, they get bigger, and it's just what it is. However, it still would have been nice. Here's the other thing with the secondary ability. I didn't even mention this. I don't have to draw the cards. I can just draw 1, or I can draw none, and I still get all the mana gains to those. So if I have 4 cards that I really want, for example, Atraxa, I have, like, it's a bigger casting cost card, but I have it at the bottom of my hand, and I do it, and I don't have enough room for those 4 cards or any of those cards, they still gain the mana. Second ability on her is absolutely one of the best secondary abilities in the game, guys. It's really, really good. And the third one's not bad. There are plenty of times where just that nice little removal, just for 12 mana, just to get rid of something on their board that you can target, it has saved my tail countless times. So I like her ability. Her first is a complete flub. Yes, I agree. But her second more than makes up for it, and her third is nice in a pinch. Really, really solid second and third abilities. Mana gains. I like this mana gain better than any other formation within Kaya. But this has negative, guys, and none of the other ones have negative. Blah. Whatever, I don't care. You guys know I don't care about negative mana bonuses. I only care about positive ones. I can't tell you how many times there wasn't a black or a white match available for me, but a blue one was just enough, +2, to get me to cast something that needed to go in hand, that the secondary ability didn't fill up all the way, and allowed me to be able to win. Guys, she's an A+ tier walker. I really, really like her. I may even, sorry Soren, I might even think she's the best black-white walker in the game for dual color. I genuinely believe that. Daxos, I know. All you Daxos folks are going to fight me. But as I understand, I believe her mana gains are better than Daxos. Is that right? Yeah, her bonuses are better than Daxos. So here it is, boys. Here it is. You ready? Are you ready? Kaya is the best black-white walker there is in the game. Yeah. His first ability is way better than hers. And his third ability is a closer. It is. I'm telling you, the secondary ability she has will close games if you've got even halfway decent cards. Look, I just ran Spirit Tribal, bro, and I decimated my opponent. She's legit, and I actually think she's the best black-white walker in the game right now. Fight me. Don't agree with me? Comment below. Let me know, and I will be happy to go to toe-to-toe with you, bro. You know? All right, let's go. As always, my friends, what do you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts. You could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to spend this time with me here for the last umpteen minutes, and it is appreciated. Listen to me. Listen to me. You spent all this time with me here. Did you realize that 41% of the people that are watching this video right now aren't subscribed to the channel? I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. Help a brother out. Hit like if you found this mildly entertaining, better than a swift kick in the nose. Give me a like, a subscribe, and of course get into our Discord. We got some of the best players in the world playing this game and in there offering some great advice. Differing opinions in mine. Maybe they'll give you some Daxos opinions better than mine, but I don't know. For my money and for my channel, I'm going with Kaya, Intangible. Slayer! Until our next quest, my friends. Swords up. My dude just took my beanie. God doggy, kids. Homeless guy just walked by and picked up a beanie my son's dropped out of my truck. That guy just took my beanie. I don't know what I'm going to do.